If no one else will defend the world, then I must.
Greetings Multiverse, the Wonder Woman movie is out and it's awesome. You can find our detailed and spoiler-free review at the link above, so please check that out, leave a like, all that stuff. Today though, we want to address everyone who has actually seen Wonder Woman, so a big spoiler warning right now. The movie was great from start to finish, but despite having seen the movie twice now, there are still a few things we don't understand. So let's run down Wonder Woman, the top 5 unanswered questions. Number 5. What happened to the German destroyer? After Steve Trevor crash lands on Themyscira, he is closely followed by a buttload of German soldiers and rowboats, who the Amazons attack and a big bloody battle ensues. But they weren't the only Germans there. There was also at least one armoured German destroyer, or gunboat, accompanying them. Presumably how they followed Steve Trevor in his plane all the way out into the ocean. It's only ever shown in the background as the focus is on Diana and Trevor, but while the German rowboats are landing, the destroyer is mysteriously sinking and soon disappears under the waves. What the heck happened to it? The Amazons hadn't attacked yet, and they don't have anything capable of disabling such a large vessel. And if there is some magic at play, why weren't the rowboats affected? Could the magic just affect machines? Which would explain why Steve Trevor's plane went down, despite it looking perfectly healthy in the flashback. Either way, we're pretty sure there's a deleted scene here somewhere, and the reason why the destroyer sank has to remain a mystery for now. Number 4. Are all the gods dead? One of the more shocking revelations in Wonder Woman is how Hippolyta reveals to Diana that Ares killed all the old gods, including Zeus. With the seeming death of Ares at the end of the movie, does this mean that all the gods are dead? It seems shocking to suggest that even Zeus could not stand up to Ares. But what about Hades? Surely the god of hell survived. And what about even Poseidon? And how about Ares himself? Did Diana really destroy the god of war? While the movie seemingly is trying to wipe the slate clean when it comes to the old gods, there is no reason to assume the gods are gone forever. Both Hippolyta and Ares could have been lying or unaware of the fate of Zeus, Hera and the rest of them, but we can't see Hades taking any sort of action against Ares, as he generally tries to keep out of the affairs of Olympus and the mortal world. Guess we'll find out in the sequel, but our vote is on no. Number 3. What happened to Dr. Poison? At the end of the movie, Ares gives Diana the opportunity to kill Dr. Poison and prove that Diana is just like Ares. Diana refuses and fights Ares seemingly to the death, but Dr. Poison isn't seen again. What the heck happened to her? It's possible she was killed in the explosion that happened a few seconds later when Diana stops a war with love, but that doesn't seem likely. Dr. Poison just disappears, and the movie certainly doesn't explain where she went. We can assume she lives and may play a part in the sequel, but until that happens we'll never know. Oh, and speaking of the sequel, number 2, where was Diana during World War II? Potentially the biggest question, and if Patty Jenkins gets her wish and makes Wonder Woman 2 also period set, undoubtedly this will be the question that gets answered. If Diana was affected by the events of World War I so badly, there is absolutely no way she opted out of World War II, right? Because at the moment, after the death of Steve Trevor, Wonder Woman says that she hung up her armour for a century and only puts it back on to help Superman and Batman fight Doomsday. World War II would be the natural home for Wonder Woman 2. Both the comics and the famous 70s series starring Linda Carter had Wonder Woman fighting in that war, and it might even give an answer to the question about Dr. Poison too, as it would make total sense if she became a Nazi scientist. However, at the current moment in time with the DCEU, Wonder Woman was not active during the biggest war of the 20th century, and that does not sound like Diana at all. I think that's the sequel calling with a plot for us. Finally, onto our number 1 unanswered question from Wonder Woman the movie, in which we head into present day. That question is simply, number 1, what happened in the ending? After the death of Steve Trevor and Ares, the movie cuts back to present day, with Diana in the Louvre Museum in Paris, whereupon she hears a noise like thunder, referencing her earlier mistake that the chief corrects her on, as the thunder sounds were then German artillery. Upon hearing this new sound, she dons her armour, rushes to the top of the building and leaps out across Paris, in a pose suggesting she's heading into battle once again. One question though, what the heck was that noise? We certainly couldn't see anything over the beautiful skies of Paris, but Wonder Woman clearly knows what the sound was as she's jumping buildings at a single bound ready to fight it. So it must be really important, and yet the movie doesn't show us the source of the thunder. Here's our guesses. Either it's just the sound of some robbery happening and Diana's going to deal with it because she's a superhero and that's what she does, or it's something a lot more major. The movie could well be subtly linking itself to November's Justice League, and this thunder could be a boom tube signalling the arrival of Steppenwolf and his Parademon army. We were surprised that there weren't more references to Justice League actually, so we can certainly believe this, but we won't know for sure until the movie arrives in November. We are totally calling it though. But what do you think, guys? Leave a comment below with your thoughts and we'll make sure to respond. Also please leave a like, they'd really help us out, and subscribe to DC Comics Gamer for daily DC Comics videos on the whole world of DC Comics, movies, TV, video games and more. Thanks for watching guys, and catch you later.